At these brothers. Man, I think the vault has closed, brothers. And when I say the vault, man, I think, and I'm trying to figure out how to say this, man. I feel like some kind of new world is upon us. And when I say that, I think the vault has closed. It feels to me like the period where information was just kind of wide open and everybody had their chance to kind of change their mindset, change their way of thinking, change their belief. In some situations, change their religion. I think that window is closed. You know, I can remember a conversation that me and my brother had on YouTube. Maybe it was on YouTube and on Instagram, on his page, Mr. Infinity, right? Me and brother Derek had a couple of conversations talking about, and this was back in 2020, maybe 2019, 2020, right when that 19 was hitting. We was like, hey man, there's something changing, man. Like it seems like the world is getting ready to shift. We were talking about this over and over and over, man. Let me turn my camera around so I can see where I'm at. I'm right here by Terminal 21 today, man. I'm kind of just exploring the city. Might go up to Pier 21. Let y'all check out Pier 21. If you don't know about Pier 21, man, you're missing out. It's in the mall, Terminal 21. I believe 5th floor. Good food, love prices, man. Let me turn my camera around, brothers. But me and Derek were talking about how just like the energy is changing. Long story short, man, like around 2020, when that 19 hit, I believe it was a time of expansion. I believe it was a time, man, for what everybody's belief, everybody's, you know, everything you stood on was up for questioning. Like when we saw the world do what it did, you know, when they got to shutting everything down and to see the world change so hard, everything that everybody stood on was up for question, right? So, you know, all this information and knowledge started going around. People were, you know, working from home and had more time to be in their own energy and see what was, you know, it was just an energetic time. A lot of different knowledge were coming out. You know, people were questioning their religion and what they really believed in. People were really questioning what God was and that whole shebang. And I think like it was just the opening of this vault of knowledge. And when I say this vault of knowledge, I believe it's something that opens up every single 100 years. I believe for about a 3 or 4 year window, maybe 5-year window, give or take, I think this vault of information comes on where everybody has the opportunity to tune into truth. To tune into truth, tune into what knowledge is, tune into what God is. And I feel like over the last couple of years with everything that's been going on, everybody's had their opportunity to make massive change in their life. You know what I'm saying? Have massive growth, make quantum leaps. But I don't think everybody has done it. And I just feel like now, like that vault is closed, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like get past this, man. I just feel like that period of questioning is done for. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, over the last few years, like even people that make content, it's been a lot about, I don't want to say trying to save people, but trying to wake people up. Like a lot of content creators, a lot of even certain people, ministers. Like I believe everybody that's been in position to do so, everybody's been trying to wake people up. And I think that time has closed. And this is the crazy thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Pier 21, man. Let y'all see that. If y'all don't know about Pier 21, it's in Terminal 21 Mall. Definitely check it out when you come. And it amazes me, and I ain't been here but not even a month yet, but it amazes me on how many people, you know, pass through here all the time and don't know about Pier 21. It's a little hot spot. Food is good and the food is like crazy low prices. But this is the crazy thing about what I'm saying. So I've been feeling this for like the past week. I said, man, it feels like something is closed off. Even some people I used to have conversations with, it's like now I'm talking to zombies. I said, man, it literally feels like I'm talking to a zombie now. you know. And I said, man, something is going wrong. But then this is what tripped me out. This is what really blew my mind. I said, and it kind of confirmed it. I said, you know, have y'all heard of that? I'm not sure where he's from. I'm not sure if it's a Nigerian or it's some country. I'm not, but there's a pastor. There's a pastor that came out, I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago. It's pretty recent, maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and said that the rapture is coming. If it wasn't for TikTok, I wouldn't even know about this, man. But I know it's heavy on TikTok. I haven't seen it on Facebook or YouTube. But this minister came out and said the rapture is here. Like on the 23rd, or 24th, or 25th, somewhere in there, of September, the world is going to end. And man, you had massive amounts of people that were selling their homes, selling their clothes, giving stuff away. And they were all congregating. There was a lot of Americans too, man, selling everything, making posts saying, you know, crying, said, hey, you know, Jesus is coming back and he's going to descend from the heavens and XYZ. And on these particular days, like nothing happened. People were waiting 1 day, 2 days. And after like 2 or 3 days, they say nothing is happening. Then this pastor got online. This pastor got online and said, hey, you know what? I owe y'all an apology. And I didn't hear the whole apology. He was just saying something about, I made a mistake or I was wrong or something like that. And then people were like trying to figure out, you know, what they were doing, you know, what happened wrong. But then I said this to myself. I said maybe he wasn't wrong. To myself, I said, I don't think he was wrong. I said, he must have felt something. And what I think he felt, or what I think this rapture was, right, was this closing of a vault that I feel like I felt. I know y'all saying, so you tripping. But when I heard about that whole rapture thing, I said, bro, there's definitely something going on for I'm talking about millions of people to respond to this preacher and start selling stuff. I said, man, that's major, man. See, let me y'all see. This is I'm in Terminal 21, man. I know a lot of y'all know about hot spot. Definitely it's a nice spot, man. Not even close to being one of the bigger malls. Matter of fact, I would say as nice as it is, probably one of the small, by far, it's a small setup. Pretty much just like a, I don't know what to call it. Pier 21 is just like it's a mall, but it's mainly restaurants and you got some closed stores, but it's just like a center, you know. But yeah, man. So I really believe that something did take place. You know, I believe a massive shift. And when I say something take place, I think that a lot of people that were on the fence saying, hey, you know what? This is the mindset I want to live in. These are the things I want to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Like people that don't even have goals and visions and they kind of just been on the fence of taking quantum leaps in life. I think that's done. Even if people were questioning their thoughts and beliefs and whatever, and they were kind of like, hey man, I feel a different truth, but I don't know. I don't really want to dive into it. I think that window is closed. Not saying that people can't cross the fence, but I think that window that's been open for the last 4.5 years, it's done, bro. It's done. It's literally like a whole new world. And I think about this, man. I think about the, like when I'm always talking about this 100-year cycle, you know, and I love seeing things take. It's almost like it's a playbook. It's almost like you can predict what's going to happen because the same things happen every century. They may look a little bit different. It might have a slightly different name, but every single thing happens every century. Let me y'all listen. So man, Pier 21 is just a nice little spot. It's on the, I believe, 5th floor of Terminal 21. For some reason, everybody's amazed with this bridge. Have you ever heard anybody talk about I don't know if it's the London Bridge or whatever it's called? People are always amazed at this bridge. People ask about that bridge, but that's the bridge up here everybody talks about. Each floor of this mall represents a different country. Like one might be, like this floor I believe is I think this floor is San Francisco, and one might be London, one might be Tokyo. I know I'm probably saying it wrong, but y'all get the drift. Let me just let y'all get a feel of Terminal 21 is like, man. Like I say, good food, man, and super low prices, bro. Me and Brass eat up here on a regular basis. And got that right there. This is my spot right here. I usually come right here. I get this chicken joint, right? And I usually get that number 3. You see, it ain't but 40 baht. 40 baht for chicken and rice, bro. 40 baht for chicken and rice is unreal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so if y'all have people in your life, man, if you have friends in your life, if you have relatives, if you have parents or whatever, and you've been trying to give them the game on life about how we need to be moving, the faith we need to be having, you know, and what God is and all that kind of stuff, that vault is closed, man. That vault is completely closed. Oh yeah, let me tell you this place here. This spot right here go hard, man. Mango sticky rice. They go hard. I believe I can eat that for the rest of my life. Now where is it at? That mango sticky rice. Oh yes, the truth. Yeah, this is Terminal 21. This is Pier 21. Oh yeah, see, up here you can't spend cash. That's the only thing. Up here they don't accept baht. They don't accept US dollars. They don't accept credit cards. And I'm speaking to tourists. If you're Thai and you have a Thai bank account, I think they accept something, you know. But if you're here visiting, man, if you're a tourist, then they don't accept they won't accept American dollars. So you gotta come to the machine over here. Let me get my wallet out. You gotta come to this machine right here. Right. Take your card out right here. Boom. Scan it. See, I got 316 baht on mine. I ain't been up here in a minute, so I wasn't sure how much I had. And 316 baht goes a long way here. 316 baht is probably 3 trips up here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man, because it's just something. And the thing is, I've been having, I won't want to say visions, but like the last 2 or 3 mornings when I'm waking up, during that process of me waking up, it's like I be hearing stuff and seeing stuff that, and it's some crazy visions, man. I could even begin to explain. So I saw one with the world getting covered up and all kind of stuff, man. I just think the world is done, and I don't think this pastor that was saying the rapture is coming, I don't think he was too in left field like people think. I definitely believe that some kind of energetic shift took place. All right, let me finish what I was saying. I got caught up at 21. What I was saying, because I want to be clear on what I'm saying. When I say the vault has closed, I'm not saying that the vault has closed. Now people can't be woken up or hit stages of enlightenment and all that stuff. I'm not saying that. When I say the vault has closed in reference to this 100-year period I'm always talking about, I'm saying that like a lot of things happen every 100 years. A lot of people, like certain groups of people go through certain things. Certain groups of people go through your 19. Certain generations go through your depressions and great recessions. You know, there's a lot of things happening in a 100-year period, and everybody doesn't go through everything unless you live to be pretty much 100, right? But when I say that vault is closed, and I'm referring back to the last 100 years, I'm specifically talking about like this vault that has been open the last 4 or 5 years. It's gonna be the determining factor on how your family moves over the next 100 years. That's the thing. Like we have like our leg, like I said on a video a while ago, like we're running a specific leg. Our leg had the responsibility of elevation. That's one of our job descriptions of living right now in this time. Is to be the ones that elevate. and the example I always use, and it's of course on a much bigger scale, but I realized this when I was working at a few jobs, man. When I worked at Halliburton, when I worked at Key, and when I worked at Cummins Inc. I noticed that, you know, each time I got on those jobs and I was going through onboarding and all that stuff, I said, what are the odds of all these companies starting from ground zero, starting the same year, 1919? And I did some research, man. There's a lot of your Fortune 500 companies, again, like your Halliburton. Like these are people that during this last phase, like we just coming out of, I believe, these are people that were just moving in a high energy and was setting the tone for the next 100 years, maybe even 200 or 300 years. So the things that you did over the last 3 or 4 years, whether you found enlightenment, whether you showed your bloodline a different religion, whether you showed your bloodline how to be an entrepreneur or how to invest in stocks, whatever you've been putting your time into is what your bloodline is going to be focused on or pretty much be locked into over the next 100 years. So when they're going through the Great Depressions and the next, you know, C-19s, they're going to be moving in a certain energy. They're going to be moving with a certain faith and understanding. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by that valve is closed, right? And again, this is all soul talk. This is all things that I see. But I will say this: a lot of people did wake up. Like, and this is no shot at like religion, because I'll say it like this: in every religion you have establishments that may be leading people astray. But I believe that within every religion, you got some people that are thinking outside the box and leading people down the path, even though they fall up under a certain religion, right? But I will say this: you can see that a lot of numbers have declined, like church attendance. Church attendance declined a lot. For, you know, I think the thing that steered it was, of course, when COVID did a certain thing and a lot of people were going online, or a lot of people just didn't feel comfortable being in public spaces. And once they spent time out of these establishments for 1 week, 2 months, 3 months, they were like, hey, you know what? I've been thinking my whole life that if I didn't go to church, and y'all know this is a lot of people, they've been thinking that, hey, you know what? I've been thinking that if I don't go to church, I'm sinning or I'm doing something wrong. And after being out of the church for 3 or 4 months, they realize that, hey, you know what? I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? Type energy, man. And a lot of people start exploring different things. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people went different ways. A lot of people went from Islam to Christianity, Islam, some religion to no religion at all. Like I find myself, religionless. You know what I'm saying? Some people found deeper levels of God. You know, some people found themselves getting out of their job. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I just want to clarify that. You know, I'm here at another market, man. I promise, man. Bangkok, there's a market every football field away from each other, man. I promise. It's like, and to me, this is one of the best parts of the culture, because it's almost like if you never want to go to a restaurant, or if you never want to go to like a grocery store and grocery shop, you never have to again in your life. You never have to, man. I can't turn it around this mode. Man, they have everything here, man. And I just turn my phone around. I don't have my gimbal. I don't have my pocket. So yeah, you can just kind of see what it is, what kind of vibe it is, man. Yeah, like I'm saying, man, if you never want to go to the grocery store or never want to go to a restaurant, man, you can get good eating everywhere, bro. Yeah, I just want to clarify that, man. So again, I believe that major valve has closed up, man, and we're living in a completely different era.